Hey everyone, and welcome to week 8 of these body part exercises, 10 minutes a day. So I won't lie, I am pretty tired today. I drove for 10 hours yesterday. 1st of June, we're allowed to go and see relatives, so we went to see my parents on my dad's birthday up in Hull. We did it all in one day because we couldn't stay over. He's quite vulnerable, so we didn't go into the house, well, not allowed to anyway, but we saw them through the patio doors, which was lovely, I have to say. But I'm pretty pooped today, so I'm in the shade, which is unlike me. I usually like to be in the sun, and we're going to do abs. Now today I'm going to keep it a little bit more Pilates focused because, like I say, a little bit tired, so I don't want to push things too much. I've already taught 2 classes on Zoom today, and I'm going to go through a series of 3 different Pilates exercises from level 1 up to level 5. So we're going to do scissors, hip twist and 1 leg stretch, and it's quite a nice 10 minutes worth of abs workouts that really takes you through the different levels of engaging the right layers of muscle. So if we do the usual, lying down on your back here, tuck through the chin, broaden and open out through the chest, breathe in, breathe out and sink the ribs down. Feet are hip width apart. Rock the pelvis so that we've got that little arch in the back, and we're in neutral pelvis. Tighten through the pelvic floor, not one big quick squeeze, but slowly. If you think about an elevator, you're going up to the 5th floor out of 10, squeeze and tighten to there. And then if you lift and lower 1 leg to tabletop at a time, dropping the shoulders, tucking the chin as you place the leg down. So this is level 1 of scissors. Try not to swing the toes up too high. Try to think more about pulling your knee in towards the chest. You're working the pelvic floor because what that does is it tightens that corset around. Don't even pretend you can feel that squeezing and tightening through that corset. But it is happening if you're keeping your hips level. They're not rocking from side to side. If you're maintaining that little arch in the lower back. If your back isn't sore and you're physically able to do this exercise, then you will be working those deep abdominals. Good. So level 2 of this exercise is right leg up. Draw in, we're layering up, so now we're drawing the ribs down, picking up the left, right down, left down. The thing to watch with this one is the lower tummy pushing and bulging outwards when you pick up that second leg. So the right leg comes up, you draw the ribs down as if you're going to crunch but don't, and then pick up the other one. Think of an inwards motion. Now this is a beautiful, amazing exercise to relocate and squeeze in your tummy instead of strengthening it outwards like a barrel. Some people think that they've got overweight, but actually really they're pushing out through their tummy. And that's not fat, that's just how everything's strengthened, lengthened outwards. Swap legs, left leg first, up, up, down, down, which I typically call this exercise up, up, down, down. Good. Keep breathing. You need to be able to keep the breaths going into the lower outer lungs as you go. Good. So that is level 2. Give your legs a quick shake. These are not standard levels, by the way. These are how I seem to have adapted them. Legs up to tabletop, just as we have done. Make sure your toes are the right level. Squeeze in your tummy, tapping the toes down. Tap and lift for level 3. For those of you who are really still practicing being up in double leg tabletop, maybe after having a baby or a back problem or something, then tap closer in. Like that. If you know that you're really pretty strong, tap further out. Good. Level 4 is quicker. And you find you have just another level of tightening and squeezing to be able to do this level. Good. And come back down, give your legs a little shake. I'm at the back end of the garden, so the trains are a little bit noisier, but it does mean that I can come into the shade a little bit. Okay, so the next level of this one suddenly gets much more complicated. Legs up to tabletop, crunch, hold on behind your right leg, stretch up your right and out with the left. Pull back in, swap sides, and go again. And in, brilliant, squeezing in your tummy. Once the exercise gets quite complex, what I find is it's a little bit easier to lose your tummy position. Good. So no matter what you're doing with the rest of the body, do keep concentrating on what your abs are doing. That the main aim is to keep the tummy flat, and for want of a better way of describing it, belly button towards the spine. Good. You can do this with your head and shoulders down if you want to. It's a little bit awkward, but if you've got a neck problem, then that's a bit easier. One more each side. Brilliant. Bring your knees in. So that is level 1 through to 5 of scissors in Pilates. So hip twist is the next one. Elbows out to the side, hands on your hips. Sorry, I'm losing it. You can tell I had a busy day yesterday. We got back at midnight. Drop your right knee out to the side, or lower your right knee out to the side. Make sure you've got all of your positioning correct. Tuck your chin, ribs down, little arch in the back, tighten through your pelvic floor. I tell you what, it was worth it though to see family. I think we took it all for granted before, but now that's all I want to do. Good. Using your glute to take your leg out to the side. Good. Don't let your hips rock from side to side. Keeping them level. Again, if you're wondering whether you've got the right muscles switched on, you won't feel a particular tightening and squeezing around your middle here, but you will feel that your hips are not being taken over from side to side. You keep your headlights pointing forwards. Now, knees and toes together, hands on your ribs now, they need to stay down. Pick up the hip and the foot, take the legs to the side, and then pull back to the center. This is when you need to engage another level of muscles again, your obliques, which pull you back in. They open out and then they close to come back in again. I'm getting attacked by ants out here. Good. Don't know, Lily. Good. One more each side. Lovely. So that's level 2. Bringing the legs back out to hip width apart. Legs up to tabletop. Draw in that lower tummy and taking one knee and toe out to the side. One knee and toe, not one toe. Try not to rock everything from side to side. You need to be really engaged at the front here. The ribs down, tummy in. Tuck your chin, open your chest. Reposition everything here and keep your breathing controlled and relaxed. Brilliant. Now for a slightly different level, knees and toes together. Opening one knee out at a time, keeping the toes together. This is probably more like level 3. And the next one, level 4. Breathing, ribs down, chin tucked. Just for sake of time, knees and toes apart, and now rolling over, level 5, rolling over and back to the center. Good. Hip twist. Keeping the ribs still. Take the legs as far as you can and then draw back by squeezing in. One more each side. Lovely. All right, maybe just, oh my gosh, it's 10 minutes. We're going to do a longer one today, I don't care. One leg stretch, out and back in, keeping that little arch in the lower back, stretch away and back in. Trying to keep this position, the neutral pelvis, your chin tucked, stretch out and in. Good. Good. And then tabletop with the right, stretch away, back in and down. Other leg, tabletop, out, in, down. Try and keep that little arch in the lower back. Tighten through your thigh and squeeze the thigh as you stretch the leg out. Try not to be tempted to pull the knee right in like that. Just take it to tabletop, out, in, down. Lovely. Good. Both legs to tabletop. Now stretching out and in. This is when you really need to engage at the front. Close down at the front, squeeze in that lower tummy. Tucking the chin, opening the chest. That does make a difference to how strong you feel through the rest of you from here. Good. Nearly there. One more each side. Good. And then for time's sake, let's crunch. And this is where these Pilates exercises get complex. Stretch out your right. We're in a crunch and that right hand comes across and onto your left thigh. The left arm stretches along. And then we swap and swap and swap. Good. So I'll pause again. Right hand on left thigh, left arm stretching along. Good. Keep thinking about squeezing in your tummy. Brilliant. Drop the shoulders away from your ears. Lovely. Good. Tighten the thigh each time. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. So there are 3 Pilates exercises that are abs focused through from level 1 to level 5. I hope you enjoyed that, a little bit more chilled out as far as your abs are concerned today. And I will be back with you tomorrow for a little bit more glutes, hopefully good night's sleep, revived, ready to go again. Take care, guys.